Well, folks, it's a new year, and as promised, 2025 means we are finally sorting out the Lego City in the new house. But before I get started on that, I need to tidy up this very neglected Lego room that hasn't really had anything done to it other than the Winter Village, which is now gone. I did a video removing that, but it's had nothing done to it other than the Winter Village for months. We moved into this house in August. If you're new to the channel, at our old house, I had a room with a traditional Lego City in, like 8 IKEA tables, multiple levels, all sorts of cool stuff. We moved in here. My Lego room is much smaller in this house, so I decided to go with a shelf city, but it is very much just stuff that has been dumped on these shelves. I haven't even finished off the roads, the rails. It's not in any kind of logical order, and it's kind of just been left there after we moved in back in August, and then I started getting on with the Winter Village and all that kind of stuff, and then stuff started to pile up. So I'm in here today doing a big tidy up, and as part of the big tidy up, I figured I'd do a little bit of a haul of the last few months. We don't normally do stuff like this on the channel, but people have been asking to see them. These sections of the shopping videos always go quite well, so I figured I'd show you the stuff that we picked up on the 1st of January that wasn't in that video, Christmas gifts that both me and Anna got, plus some of the stuff that we picked up on Black Friday, on Insiders Weekend, and in some of the end of year sales. Basically, all of the stuff that is lying around on the floor and on this table that I need to put away today. And maybe you can help me out in the comments section by letting me know which ones I should build first, which ones you'd like to see on stream, which ones you'd like to see videos on, that kind of thing. So we're going to start things off with the rest of the 1st of January haul. As you'll know, I went to the Lego store over in Birmingham and brought home as much as I could carry, but I'd already pre-ordered some stuff online because I didn't want to get it all and have to carry like 4 bags home with me. So this is the rest of the stuff that I bought on the 1st of January. It came like yesterday. Now, warning, I ordered this from Very, so Very just kind of lump everything into a big pink bag. The boxes could potentially be a little bit smashed up in here. It also seems that they've sent me a freebie of Nivea Soft Moisturiser, which did alarm me when I just opened up this bag because I hadn't opened it until now and I was worried I'd got somebody else's order. But if we go through the stuff that we've got in here. So first up, and again, you can see some of the damage to the box, even though it's in this little plastic bag. If you were a collector of boxes and sealed product, don't buy from Very. But I've got the Miles Morales versus the Spot set, which is the first ever Spider-Verse set. I love the Spider-Verse movies, and I think this will actually look really cool next to the Avengers Tower, next to the Daily Bugle. I've got a little bit of space at either end of that display in my office, so I'm thinking maybe we tuck this in there and just widen the base plate out a little bit and just have a little bit of a scene from one of my favourite Marvel movies in the superhero city. This is the Lego City. The superhero city is next door in the office. But this is a really cool looking set. You've got minifigs of Miles Morales, Gwen Stacy. Interestingly, labelled as Gwen Stacy. They never call her Spider-Gwen. Is she not Spider-Gwen? In the comics, it's Spider-Gwen. Although she's Spider-Woman, I guess. But the comics are called Spider-Gwen. On the Avengers Tower, I think she was called Ghost Spider, which Am I showing my Marvel ignorance here? And on here she's Gwen Stacy, but we've also got Officer Jefferson. Is that Miles's dad? I think that's Miles's dad. And the Spot. So a few minifigs that I didn't have previously, plus a really cool scene. And yeah, it'll fit in nicely with what we've got going on in the office. I then got the remaining, oh my word, look at the state of this. Yeeks. Don't order from Very, boys and girls. That is properly smashed up, that box. But I got the remaining Animal Crossing sets that I didn't already have. I've got all of the ones that came out last year. My plan eventually, one of the projects I'm going to do on this project table is I'm going to do a full Animal Crossing island. I loved the Animal Crossing games, especially the most recent one, which I played a lot when we were all stuck in our houses a few years ago, like a lot of us did. But this one is Leaf's Caravan and Garden Shop. Not only do I love Animal Crossing, I also love caravans and motorhomes and stuff like that. So this one was always going to be a must buy, even if I didn't have all of the others. We've also got the Able Sisters clothing shop, again, in quite a smashed up box. Yeah. And then we've got some stuff that's actually in packing boxes, which is nice, that hopefully won't be so smashed up. So in here we have the new tumbler, the Batman tumbler versus Two-Face and the Joker. I love my Batmobiles. I've got a whole collection of Batmobiles in my office next door. This one is obviously a smaller scale than the big tumbler, and it's really about that Two-Face minifig. Don't have a Two-Face minifig at the moment. Now I do. That one feels like one I'm definitely going to build on stream. I like doing a car on stream. And then we've got one more packing box from Very, which should have my other Animal Crossing set in, I think. I think there were 3, and I definitely ordered all 3 of them. Although I'm now thinking this is something else entirely, and I don't have my complete order. So I guess there's going to be more to come from Very, but I got the Marvel sign. I mentioned before, I have my Marvel City in my office next door. I know a lot of people aren't massive fans of this. It only has 5 of the 6 original Avengers, and it is just a big red box. It's not exactly a nuanced build, is it? But I think this will be really cool above the Marvel buildings. I'm going to hang it from the ceiling on fishing wire, maybe try and light it up, even though I hate light kits, and just be part of the display in the backdrop for my YouTube videos, which I think will be really, really cool. So, oh no, here's the other Animal Crossing one was loose in the bottom. I thought they hadn't sent me it, but it was tucked away, loose in the bottom. So we do have Stargazing with Celeste as well. So that is the 3 boxed Animal Crossing sets that came out on the 1st of January. There is a new poly bag. I've not seen it anywhere yet. I need to go to the Entertainer. That's usually where I go to find my poly bags. I'm sure it'll be in there. They don't have it listed on the Lego website or anything, so I guess it'll be around somewhere. But that was my little rest of the January 1st haul from Very. And then we've got the other bits that we've picked up recently as well. So in no particular order, this is a set that retired at the end of last year. It was on the Lego website big clearance sale for all the stuff that was retiring. I love a Creator 3-in-1 set. We're going to be getting a lot of the new January Creator 3-in-1 sets very, very soon, but it was on a discount. It's cool. We'll build that on a stream at some point, I'm sure, and it'll go on display somewhere in the house. My kids got me this. It was, for a couple of days, the oldest set that I own. This is a set from 2012. So 13 years old now. The buildable figure of the Green Lantern. I am a superhero guy, so that is very, very cool. And then Anna got me a load of mega Pokemon stuff because I like Pokemon. That's one I already owned. I don't know how that's made it into the pile. But Anna got me, as my Christmas presents, loads of mega stuff. So I've got a mega Machamp. I know there's some people who don't like the mega stuff because they're Lego purists, but until Lego get the Pokemon license, I'm going to have to get my mega because I am very much a Pokemon guy. So we've got those 3 smaller ones. We've then got a couple of really big ones. So we've got a big Charizard, and then to battle him, we also have a really big Gyarados. That one is huge and heavy and over 2,000 pieces. That is a big Lego set. She also got me some actual Lego as well. So I have the Travel Moments set, which I think is really, really cool. And I think will probably go in our hallway downstairs, because I think it's quite a nice discussion piece for when people turn up in the house. And then my new oldest set ever, Anna beat the girls by a year. This one's from 2011. It's one of the modulars I didn't already have. We actually tore the box on the front. It was actually quite nice condition. I think she got it off of a Facebook group, but it's one of the modulars I don't have. Obviously need to put it in the city very, very soon. I think I'm going to try and get this built pretty soon, so when I'm finding space for Tudor Corner in the city, which I built the other day, I can also find space for this at the same time and get my 2 new modulars both into the city. So that is awesome. And then also for Christmas, my dad gave me some Spensies, which I spent on another mega set. I got myself a Masters of the Universe Castle Grayskull. Castle Grayskull was one of my favourite toys as a kid. So being able to build one of those is awesome. And again, this is a huge set. This is 3,500 pieces, and it's going to look really, really cool. Anna actually got me a Masters of the Universe set as well, the Battle Cat set. But I actually built that on Christmas Day, and it's already on display elsewhere in the house. We'll go and find it in a second. There it is, look, already on display in this unit. This shelf is my toys from my childhood shelf. I loved Transformers and I loved He-Man, and particularly Battle Cat, who now hangs out in there with Optimus Prime. While I'm wandering around the house as well, this is what I got Anna for Christmas. This is her White Whale set, the biggest Lego set ever, the world map. Over 11,500 pieces. You can tell we didn't really communicate with each other because we both got each other a world map, but this one is huge. It's over 1 meter wide, and I think it's probably going to go over our bed. So that covers Christmas and 1st of January, and then we've got the end of year sales, which I don't think I showed you any of this stuff, or very little of this stuff. A lot of it we put on TikTok. If you don't already follow us on TikTok, you should follow us on TikTok. We post unboxings and stuff on there a little bit more often because those videos can be shorter. It's hard to stretch one of these out for 10 minutes unless you leave it months between doing them. But I got this in the end of year sale from Argos. It was on a discount. I think it was like 25% off. I am on a mission to collect every Kevin minifig. And I assumed, I didn't check, I'm an idiot. I assumed there's a Kevin in the Minions. One of these many Minions is going to be Kevin. It turns out not the case. I know there are a couple of Kevin from the Minions minifigs, but they're not in this set. So I didn't really need to get this, but I've looked on Rebrickable. There is a Rebrickable modular mock for this, so we will modularize it at some point and get it in the city. So all hope is not lost. I do like a Minion, and the Minions can hang out next to my Sesame Street house that I've already got in the city. So it will look cool eventually, but need to track down what Minion sets the Kevins are in so I can get all of my Kevins. This was one of my big Insiders Day purchases. This was on a huge discount. I've never bought any Ninjago before, but this was massively discounted and on double points. So I think when you factored in the discount, the double points, and the gifts with purchase, this came in at less than £200. So it felt like a little bit of a no-brainer. I really want to build it. It looks really, really cool. I'm not 100% I am going to build it because part of me thinks we sit on it and see how much it's worth in a year or two as potentially a dabble towards doing a little bit of reselling, a little bit of sealed investing. But I am a giant child, so I'll almost certainly, in a moment of weakness, open it up, build it, and have a lovely time. I'm not really in this for the sealed sets and the collecting in that way. I like to play with my toys or they turn evil. We learnt that from Toy Story 2. You can't leave them in the box. They go bad. And then my other Insiders Weekend purchase was my White Whale, or one of my two. You know I want the big crane as well, which didn't ever drop cheap enough, but the loop coaster did. So we are absolutely going to be building this very, very soon. It's probably going to go out on top of the Kallax out on the landing. I measured up to make sure it would fit there. I'm definitely going to power it up as well because I want it fully powered up and moving. And at some point this year on this project table, I am going to pick up where I left off with the theme park that I started to build in the Lego City at the old house. I've got a lot of the Legoland stuff already built. I've got the Ferris wheel built. I've got a couple of other roller coasters ready to go. This obviously as well. So there will be a theme park build that we put together probably over the summer that this will be part of as well. But even as a standalone thing, it's just awesome. It's so cool. And I'm very happy to have that. And then we've got this. And I'm not sure what's in this box. Which is that's when you know you've bought too much Lego recently. When you have a still sealed postage box from Lego and you don't know what's in it. I'm not proud of myself for this. Do as I say, not as I do. Buy Lego sets one at a time when you want to build them. We go nuts because we run a YouTube channel. If this was just a hobby, I'd be much more careful. Okay, there's a few bits in here. What on earth have I bought? So we have the Christmas gift with purchase, so that gives us a time frame. And then within this postage box, we have a Lego ready to ship box. Tell me I didn't buy the Endurance. I don't think I did. But what came out in December other than the Endurance? I am befuddled. Oh, past Kev, you beautiful genius. I mean, I wanted it. I don't remember buying it. But this is for the top shelf. The medieval town square. This top shelf above the city is going to be medieval, pirates, castle, Home Alone's going to come down. But this will definitely be part of that. We've already got the Viking village up there. We've already got Eldorado Fortress up there. This will definitely be going up there. What a hero past Kev is. Good work. I don't know. I assume I got a deal on it. In fact, It's all coming back to me. They did a second double point stay, didn't they? I think that's when I got this. Beautiful stuff. And boys and girls, that brings you up to speed with all of our recent Lego purchases. So as I mentioned at the start of the video, let me know down in the comments which ones you'd like to see me make videos on, which ones you'd like to see us stream, which ones I'm going to have most fun with that I should build first. If there's any that you recommend I sit on, I'm really thinking, what do I do with Ninjago? I've got nowhere to display a Ninjago set. That was just getting giddy in the moment. We might sell that on. Might even do that sooner rather than later because it's retired now, so who knows? I know I'm going to build it. I am a disgrace. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed another different style of video. Hopefully you've noticed lately we are experimenting with lots of different types of video. We want to really make a go of this channel this year. So we're trying out some new things. Some will stick and become regular videos, and some you'll see once or twice, they'll flop and we'll never do again. So at the moment, I don't know if it's going to be a regular thing showing you all my purchases like this, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully we get lots of views and lots of likes and lots of comments, and we can do this a little bit more often because it's quite fun. Plus, it's going to make it much easier for me to stay accountable and not do things like I've done with that medieval village thing and forget that I bought it. What a monster. Who forgets they've bought a Lego set? I've got a problem, haven't I? If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up on it for us. Subscribe to the channel for loads more Lego content. And thank you very much for watching.